black fog over the board must have some connection to Thelindis. But why is it taking this form? Does it have something to do with Revir's past? Another mystery I'll need to unravel.
Author Thelindis. Over the course of this week, the research object was subjected to interference for a total of 60 hours. Research dating back to the Crimson Moon Dynasty has established 2 points regarding moon marrow. Firstly, however, there are a number of hurdles to overcome before we can answer the question of where it leads to. An enormous amount of power is then required to keep the gate open. Currently, the total power output of our instruments remains in the single digits. To make matters worse, I am now the only staff member remaining in the Moon Marrow lab. The Universitas Magistrorum recently decided to move most of its personnel into abyssal energy research, which has stymied all. This is not a wise move. I have always maintained that placing all our hopes in a single source of power is risky. Especially one as I apologize if this comes across as disrespectful. But as a Moon Marrow researcher, I desperately want to. If we really made it there one day, what would we find? And how would we go about taming the unknown? This is for you. I heard you're gonna leave the city with your parents.
Thelindis, did you hear about what happened?
I've heard nothing. Rerir got back very late last Friday, and he was acting a little unusual, but... You never saw him, and I don't know what he did. And this conversation never happened.
What if he finds out that you pried into his secrets?
Don't be silly. I don't know what secrets he does or doesn't have. All I know is he's just a normal guy who happens to run some errands for the king.
Are you scared of him?
I don't know. The Rerir I know doesn't match the person you all... Logically, I should be scared of him. And yet, I don't want to lose him. But enough about that. You should get going, and be careful with the package I gave you.
What's in it?
A piece of the moon. All you need to know is that as long as you keep it...
A red moon? You mean...
That's right. Our moon. Promise me you'll look at...
I promise, Thelindis.
The Crimson Moon bloodline will never die out. Its light, the color of blood, no matter how long it takes.
Hurry, everyone, and stick to the plan.
Sir Dainsleif, what are you? Is this treason? You know what happens to those who betray the throne. Please, don't do this!
It is the king himself who has betrayed the throne. He has betrayed all of
If you have any love left for justice in your heart, you should join me.
It's showtime. Dane and his group will handle the troops in the palace. Then Hraptatir and Rhindaughter will disarm the security measures. My job is to enter the prison and rescue Vedifalnir. Stay safe. Wish me luck.
Look after my brother. Draw your blade. It is time for justice to prevail.
This place is filthy. And the smell is abominable. Found you. Hello, Mr. Vedafilnir.
Ah, it's you.
Surprised? Oh, wait. I guess surprise isn't an emotion that prophets feel very often.
I certainly felt some surprise in the moment when I was blinded. Surprise at the king's sheer ignorance. Surprise at just how unfairly this world responds to words of earnest remonstration.
I'm curious. What did you prophesize this time?
It wasn't a prophecy. It was a word of warning. The king has forsaken all reason in pursuit of his obsessions. I simply told him that if he continues on this path, Khaenri'ah will surely fall.
But he didn't listen. Worse still, he stabbed you in both eyes and locked you away. Dane asked for my help. The court is in complete chaos now, but I'm sure you predicted that.
Everything is transpiring as I foresaw, yet I am powerless to change it. I do wonder whether giving a man the power to see the future...
Forgive my curtness, Vedafilnir, but the king did not suddenly turn on you today. You can't have wisdom beyond the reach of your fellow man without attracting his fear. There are things the king does not want to see. So, he doesn't want you having vision.
He wasn't entirely wrong. I did indeed lose my power to see the future.
Until what?
Just now. I believe I saw something.
Well, tonight could go a lot of different ways. 5 of us banded together to storm the palace, also we could rescue you. This will go down.
I sense hatred in you, but also hope. But this is not the end. It is the beginning of a new chapter. There are many men of honor and courage in this world, Rerir. But you are not one of them. Is that a dagger? Interesting. Why not the polearm? It was always your weapon.
With your abilities, I don't doubt that you were able to recover some of your sight. But I also doubt that you want to make an enemy of me right now.
Of course not. We're on the same side, aren't we?
We could be. But I need you to be honest with me, Vida.
You mean your future? With your...
Yes. And I know there are bigger things at stake here. A dynasty, a nation, maybe the entire world. I can't abandon the one I love to save myself. I just can't do it. But you see a broader picture of the future than I. You see the solutions to the biggest problems of our age.
In matters of fate, answers are either right or wrong. What will be, and what will not. Maybe you are willing to... That is the cruelest thing about fate. It is unmoved.
That can't be true. I know it's your voice that I keep hearing in my head, urging me to see how the world is changing, to seek more power. So you show me disaster, but you won't show me how to avoid it? Why? Why are you doing all this?
My voice. In your head. So, you hear it too? It turns out that we are not so different.
Vedafilnir just broke into the strangest smile I've ever seen in my life. As if he'd discovered...
Very well then. My advice to you is as follows. You must persevere. Whatever trials and tribulations for as long as you live, your story with Thelindis shall not come to an end. It is up to you whether you believe my words. Regardless, that is all I will say.
I will hold you to your word.
Thank you for setting me free. In return, I will tell you...
Just then, a strange wave of energy rippled through the city.
If I were you, I would head to the Universitas Magistrorum.
The Universitas? Oh no!
I'm sure we'll be seeing each other again very soon, Rerir.
Whatever Vedafilnir said, I didn't catch it. I didn't even help him out of the prison. There was no time to lose. Monsters? Is this Rhindaughter's doing? Universitas Magistrorum! Out of my way!
No more lies. It all adds up.
The Universitas. That reminds me of a rumor I once heard. Allegedly, the king installed secret mechanisms in the palace and around the city. But if they were ever gonna activate, it would probably be on a night like tonight.
Help! Help!
Hold on! Don't let them anywhere near you!
Save me! I can't! Ah!
That sounded like an explosion. So, the rumor is true? What other means does the king have at his disposal? They must run on power from the Abyss, and given it's a major center of Abyss research, anyone over at the Universitas will be in grave danger.
No more lies. It all adds up. No more lies. Can't hide the truth. Seek within. It all adds up. No more lies. It all adds up. No more lies. The mystery unravels. Can't hide the truth. It all adds up. Can't hide the truth. No more lies. It all adds up. No more lies. Seek within. No more lies. It all adds up. The mystery unravels. Can't hide the truth.
Monsters! At the Universitas Magistrorum? Why now? Oh no! They're coming! It's no use. The table won't hold out much longer. Of course. All the lab equipment was upgraded after the inspection last week. I'm done for. Is anyone there? I need help! Ah! Stay back! Please stay back! Please! Rear. So the rumors about your work are true.
What? No! Listen, something happened at the palace tonight. We have to leave!
You don't need to lie to me anymore.
What do you mean?
I know why you're worried, and I will respect the decision you've made. But it's okay, because I found a solution. I know how to end all this. You can have it back. The normal life you so desire. But until then, I'm afraid our wedding will have to wait.
Celindus? No, don't do it! Celindus! Celindus!
I told you, Rerir. Let her go. You will find someone better.
No! I won't do it! I have to save her!
By what means exactly? A lowly pawn. You lack the power and the strength of will.
Do you know why? Tell me!
Come to the palace. Join us.
Rerir, thank goodness we...
Step forth and take your share.
You made it.
Not you too.
Hatred or grief, despair or desire. We all have our own.
Rerir.
Celindus?
Were you daydreaming? You still remember, Rerir? That question you asked me a couple of weeks ago?
Oh. You mean the proposal?
Yeah. I'm wondering, where do you think would be a good place to discuss it? Maybe in the garden? Or were you thinking a fancy restaurant?
It's your choice.
find you. And then... you can give me your answer.
So that's how the Raker of Solnari was born. A monster created by circumstance is a monster. Viewing other people's thoughts for too long can get uncomfortable. In a nutshell, the story of Conria is what happens when the truth falls by the wayside. Phew. Time to get back. His past is filled with sorrow, but the tale of any fallen civilization is one of endless tragedy. Cruel as it may be, that was Conria's fate. Everyone, I'm back. Can I get a standing ovation?
Never! How are you holding up? Feeling okay? She's fine. Boss is a pro.
Yes, I'm fine. You will have seen the events of Rerir's life through my thoughts.
I mostly agree. There's only so much we can know about him from his memories alone. But however, I would not consider Rerir to be a nobody. He was deeply involved in the events of that era.
Yep, sounds to me like you're speaking in riddles again. Is this you urging me not to abandon the people of Nod Krai in their hour of need?
That's not what I meant. Although I do hope you choose to remain a part of the plan. Without you...
Then try to remember that I respond better to the carrot than the stick. Now, as for you, Missy, you were excellent.
Cool! So, can you fill me in on the deets now? Most of what I saw went right over my head.
Patience. You'll hear the whole story, don't you worry. But let's meet up with the others first. Yehoda?
Yes, boss!
That's more like it. For a moment there, I was worried you'd forgotten about the first clause.
Forgive my curiosity, but what does the first clause?
It says I gotta do the annoying stuff that boss is too lazy to do for herself.
Is that right?
If something is in the contract, it's because she willingly agreed to it. Rest assured that the Curatorium abides by the very strictest of labor policies. In any case, I've hardly shied away from my share of the work today. There's nothing I dislike more than other people enjoying themselves while I'm hard at work. Oh no.
Sorry to disturb you, but we seem to have run into some trouble.
Evidently so. Don't worry, I'm not about to leave you to fend for yourselves. I'm not that kind of boss. And
I'm sorry? What did you hear me say? I wasn't...
Wait. How long have I been standing here?
Not long. You just appeared by the door a moment ago.
Boss, what's wrong? You look like
We've been tricked. We never left at all. Somehow I hallucinated that whole scene back in...
Hallucinated? But how?
How indeed. This place should heed my will alone. All thoughts and actions that occur in here are just...
So you control everything in here?
More or less. But yes, it's a special...
Has anything like this ever happened before?
Only once. It was the first time I used the jet...
Is there any similarity between what happened then and what's...
I suppose my thoughts are a little turbulent.
Is there anything I can do to help?
The first clause of your contract clearly states that I only need your help with things that I'm too...
Meaning, you're not feeling lazy right now?
Meaning this is not something Yehoda can help with.
Boss, it's fine. Really. Let me do something useful.
Oh, listen to you. Whatever would I do without...
What? Really?
Yes, really. Where would I ever find another employee as obedient?
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, I was thinking of fetching some water. I suggest everyone finds someplace comfortable to take a rest. Even though all this chess malarkey doesn't exist in a physical sense, you don't want to dismiss mental fatigue. Just because it isn't physical doesn't mean it's any less serious. But anyway, I got your backs, so don't worry.
Don't I have the best employees? Jealous much?
If we can find a suitable time, I'd love to borrow Yehoda for a day.
Oh, Lauma. Have I ever told you just how pretty you are? Time to rally, everyone. Follow me. As we continue our journey, the same rules will apply. That means stay focused and no talking no matter what we encounter. You have my word that I will get us all out of here.